last video we have studied about the types of respiration, isn't it? There are two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic means which is taking place in the presence of oxygen, and anaerobic means which is taking place in the absence of oxygen, isn't it? Now, whether it is aerobic or anaerobic, okay, the first step. So what is the respiratory substrate? Which is undergoing respiration, isn't it? So glucose is the major respiratory substrate. So this glucose, first you have learned that in aerobic respiration glucose will be converted to carbon dioxide and water, isn't it? And it gives energy, or glucose will be break down into smaller molecules, isn't it? Like this, any of this. So whatever it is, whether it is aerobic or anaerobic, okay, glucose first will get converted to a 3-carbon molecule known as pyruvate. Okay, so this process is called glycolysis. What is it? Glycolysis. This process, glucose to pyruvate. Glucose is a 6-carbon molecule, you know, that will get converted to a 3-carbon molecule, and that process is called glycolysis. Okay, so the conversion of 6-carbon molecule glucose into a 3-carbon molecule called, okay, there are A not, actually glucose will be converted to 2 molecules of pyruvate. Okay, glucose is a 6-carbon molecule and pyruvate is a pyruvic acid, or pyruvate is a 3-carbon molecule. So 1 molecule of glucose is getting converted into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid or pyruvate. This process is called what? Glycolysis. Glycolysis. And this step is common for both aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So what is glycolysis? It's the process where the glucose, 1 molecule of glucose is getting converted to 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, and this takes place in cytoplasm. Okay, and it's common for both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Is it clear? Now, so the fate of the pyruvic acid, what is that? Okay, let's see. So if pyruvate is breaking down into smaller molecules in the presence of oxygen, okay, so that is what aerobic respiration we have already learned. The conversion of or the breakdown of glucose in the presence of oxygen is called what? Aerobic respiration. And in the absence of oxygen, if pyruvate is breaking down into smaller molecules, then it is known as anaerobic respiration. Okay, so in the absence of oxygen, in some organisms like yeast, okay, they can undergo fermentation, where what happened, pyruvic acid will get converted to ethanol and carbon dioxide with the release of certain amount of energy. Okay, ethanol is a 2-carbon molecule. So this is also known as fermentation. Okay, this process where glucose is getting converted to what? Ethanol and carbon dioxide in the absence of oxygen is called what? Fermentation. Okay, fermentation. Fermentation is the process where glucose is getting converted to ethanol and carbon dioxide in the absence of oxygen. So this you can see in where? Yeast cells. Okay, and sometimes, and one more way is there, where what happen in our muscle cells. Okay, so muscles need what? Oxygen, okay, to convert this pyruvic acid into carbon dioxide and water. So sometimes due to vigorous activities, muscles may not have what? Enough oxygen to do this action, okay, to do the what? Aerobic respiration. At that time they can undergo another pathway where pyruvic acid is getting converted to lactic acid. Okay, so what is it? Lactic acid. Lactic acid will be produced, which is a 3-carbon molecule, and also some amount of energy will be released. Okay, so sometimes you can see due to vigorous activities, muscle cramps occurs, isn't it? What great pain happens in our muscles. Okay, so this is known as muscle cramps. Okay, so muscle cramps occurs due to lactic acid accumulation. So muscle cramps occurs due to lactic acid accumulation. When lactic acid is produced, when when the pyruvic acid, okay, is getting converted to lactic acid. As I told, it also gives less amount of energy, some amount of energy it also gives. So if oxygen is less in the muscles will undergo anaerobic respiration and produce what? Lactic acid, okay, and some amount of energy. But the problem is lactic acid accumulation can results in what? Muscle cramps. So you would have seen, if muscle cramps occurs, if we apply hot if we apply oil, or if we massage, what will happen? That pain will disappear, or it will become less. So how it is? Because lactic acid, again, it will be getting converted to carbon dioxide and water, okay, it will get converted to carbon dioxide and water. Understood? So this happens in muscles. So I told what I told today is glycolysis. What is glycolysis? It's the first step of respiration of what? Whether it is aerobic or anaerobic, the first step is glycolysis, where what happens? Glucose will be getting converted to a 3-carbon molecule known as pyruvic acid, okay, with the release of certain energy. And this process is taking place where? In cytoplasm. And then there are the two types, okay, of respiration, depends upon the fate of this pyruvic acid. That is aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic is taking place where? Inside the mitochondria. So this pyruvic acid will enter into the mitochondria of the cells. Okay, have you studied mitochondria? Mitochondria is also known as powerhouse of the cell, isn't it? Where complete oxidation takes place, and this pyruvic acid will be completely broken down into carbon dioxide and water. Okay, and now there are two other ways of respiration. That is what? Anaerobic. Sorry. Now there are two different types of anaerobic respiration. First is what? Which is taking place in yeast, where what happened? Pyruvic acid will be converted to ethanol and carbon dioxide. Okay, and in the muscles, if the oxygen is less, then what will happen? Pyruvic acid can get converted to lactic acid, and what happens? Some amount of energy will be produced. But the problem is what? The accumulation of excess lactic acid can cause muscle cramps. Okay, muscle cramps can be occur due to what? Accumulation of lactic acid. Is it clear? And lactic acid accumulation can be reduced by massaging or applying heat. Okay, so what will happen? Blood supply will be increased, okay, during massage, or when you apply heat, the blood vessels will dilate and more blood will come there, and that will bring more oxygen, so that the formed lactic acid will be converted to carbon dioxide and water. Is it clear? So this is what different types of respiration. So one more difference you can find out between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. What is that? Aerobic respiration takes place both in cytoplasm and in mitochondria. Okay, so in aerobic respiration, pyruvic acid will enter into the mitochondria, and then what? The complete breakdown takes place. And in anaerobic respiration, the respiration process will take place only in the cytoplasm. There is no need of what? Mitochondria to involve. Is it clear? Okay. So I told you, during respiration, energy will be released from the food items, isn't it? Glucose will be getting converted to carbon dioxide and water in aerobic respiration, or what? Ethanol and carbon dioxide in anaerobic respiration or fermentation, and lactic acid in anaerobic in the muscle cells, isn't it? So in all the cases I told, some amount of energy will be released. So energy, and you have already studied that we eat food for energy. So whenever we need energy, can we digest the food and take energy? Or energy which is released during the respiration, how it will be stored in the body? Okay, so that is by the formation of some molecules known as ATP. Have you heard about ATP? ATP's another name is what? Energy currency. Okay, it is also known as energy currency, adenosine triphosphate. Okay, so this adenosine triphosphate is the energy currency, means energy is stored, the energy released during the oxidation of food is stored in the form of what? ATP. Okay, so why it is known as currency? If you are having something, some things to sell. Okay, so have you heard about barter system means in your history? So there what happened? If you have something, you will go and sell it and you will buy whatever you want, isn't it? So in and now what you are doing, can you go and sell some mangoes and you can get some potatoes? No. What you will do, if you are having mangoes, first you will sell and you will take money, isn't it? And with that money you will go and buy potatoes, isn't it? So in the same way, now the ATPs are acting as what? Energy currency. Okay, currency. So the food when it is getting digested, energy will be released, and this energy will be stored in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Is it clear? And whenever we need energy, okay, what happens? ATP will be what? Hydrolyzed, and energy will be released. Okay. So whenever we need energy, what we do? We hydrolyze. Okay, we break the means the ATP will get hydrolyzed, means phosphate bond between this will get broken and inorganic phosphate will be released with two phosphate groups, that is adenosine diphosphate, okay, plus inorganic phosphate. This two when combined, what? ATP will form. So this is happening during the respiration process. And when when we need energy, what we do? We hydrolyze ATP and energy will be released, and we use this energy. Okay, so is it clear? That is, we need energy for what? You may say for walking, for what? For jumping, only for that? Not only for that. If a molecule need to get inside, okay, of a cell, like what you have last year you have studied about active transport, passive transport and active transport. If a molecule want to get inside the cell, isn't it, energy is required. So this energy who will gives means instantly the energy is provided by ATP. Is it clear? ATP will get hydrolyzed to ADP and inorganic phosphate with the release of certain amount of energy. Is it clear? So because of this, ATP is known as energy currency. Okay, so energy is stored in molecules known as ATP, and when it is getting hydrolyzed, the stored energy in them will be released. So ATP formation, when it is taking place? During respiration in the mitochondria. Is it clear? And also in the cytoplasm in case of what? Anaerobic respiration. And then what happened? This ATPs will get hydrolyzed whenever energy is required. Understood? So this is what ATP is known as energy currency. So what we have studied today is glycolysis. Okay, is what? The conversion of glucose into pyruvic acid, which takes place in the cytoplasm. And then what we have learned about different types of respiration, anaerobic and aerobic. Aerobic respiration takes place where? In the mitochondria, where pyruvic acid will get converted to what? Carbon dioxide and water with the release of energy. And in what? Anaerobic respiration that takes place in yeast. Okay, in the absence of oxygen, what happened? The pyruvic acid will get converted to ethanol and carbon dioxide, okay, with the release of certain amount of energy. And in next type, what is happening? And the lack of oxygen, if oxygen supply is less in muscles can undergo another kind of respiration, okay, and anaerobic, another kind of anaerobic respiration, and that causes what? Lactic acid accumulation. Okay, okay, clear?